Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Arakakwadash, and of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim, preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 16. And saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet, decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? Now this is going into the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America. Alright, and America is the spearhead country, or the spearhead sect of Esau's system when it comes to his military might. Alright, when you go around the earth and look at all the NATO, EU countries, okay, which the scriptures, call NATO and the EU the beast. Okay. When you look at all them, alright, the one that's the strongest out of all them, okay, the spearhead is America, is Babylon the Great. Okay, and there's a lot of talks how, Britain and all these countries, besides Germany, of course, Germany has always been very powerful, but at one time Germany wasn't even a member. After World War II is when things changed. But Britain be out there with their fighter jets and they suck. Okay, so America is the spearhead. America is the forerunner of Esau's military might. All right, and it's so because America is what you call a great melting pot, and America has Israelites within their military as well. So this is going into the destruction of America, man. And if y'all been paying attention to all these these shootings, just yesterday there was another one, and it's all by design. They want to how would I say it, they want to start making gun laws more strict and pass more bills and come out with laws and things to further prosecute and prevent crime, whether it's anti-Semitism or just you regular citizens having firearms, man. And what I had seen, was this right here, and it says leaked Facebook profile of the Bondi Beach shooter before it got deleted. His real name is David Cohen, and he's Jewish from Israel. See, Esau's a fucking demon, man. And we've been saying for quite some time that a lot of these shooters and shootings are psyops, man. Now, it's very rare that it's actual shooting where actual people get killed. But you remember when they were doing those news reports of the sea, in the year 2019, 2020, where they were going around and broadcasting in different countries and hospitals and people in fucking, gurneys and body bags, and they would show a cut scene of the people in the body bag moving and shit, and it's all a psyop, man. Okay, this guy, he's once again trying to come out and say that he's innocent, that he needs to be protected. And these are the Edomites, man. These are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Now, this right here, okay, the so-called Jew, the Jewish, so-called Jewish race, if you will, they are the head tribe of the nation of Esau, Edom. And Esau, Edom is the wicked according to the Bible. Alright, they are not the real Jews. They are not the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay. They are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. Alright. Which did not get the promise. Okay. So they were saying that this guy was a Pakistani, alright, Islamic, a Pakistani Islamic background. But it comes to find out that he's actually a so-called Jew. So it's all a psyop. Okay, to demonize anybody that's coming against, these so-called Jews, because the elite, the bankers, the people that run the world, they are all so-called Jews, which is the tribe of Amalek of the nation of Esau, Edom. Alright, so this is verse 17 again, if I did not read it. For in 1 hour so great riches has come to naught. Because it's only going to take an hour for Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai to totally decimate America. And as America falls, as America's being destroyed, okay, the land of Israel is going to get hit with missiles too, because, that's where, the chief house of Esau, Edom, Salakia, operates. Okay, in our land, the land of Israel. And fire being the ultimate cleaning agent. Okay, they perform a lot of wickedness out there in our homeland. Okay, when I say ours, I'm talking about us true Hebrew Israelites, us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. When you look into these missiles, the ICBMs, the nukes, it only takes them about 20, 30 minutes to travel across the world, man. Alright, so within a 1 hour, okay, so great riches, all this civilization is going to come to naught. And every shipmaster in all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, wherein were all made rich, all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. Now, when you look up biggest consumer countries in the world, a consumer is a purchaser of goods. A consumer is somebody that, doesn't provide for themselves when it comes to merchandise. Okay, they go out and they shop it. America's number one. I remember a couple years ago, some assholes were trying to say that the Vatican okay, was Babylon. Okay, that the Vatican was a merchant city. No, it's not. It's America. America is the #1 consumer country, man. So that's how you know that this is talking about America, because America, has all these ports and docks where these other nations, export their goods to. All right, America is a big importer of goods, the biggest importer. Okay, nothing is really exported out of here except for drugs and weapons, man. All right, so this is verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai hath avenged you of her. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee. And no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. And you see, he's going around deceiving everybody with bullshit like this, man. Trying to say that us so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are thugs, are violent, are criminals. Okay, but it's actually him. All right. Us as a nation, you got Israelites that are wicked. All right, because as it says in John chapter 8, they are of their father, the devil, who is Esau, the so-called white man. They're living under the vibration of this fucking devil. So anyways, you get the point, man. Salakia. You get the point, but this guy, he's going down, man. All right, this fucking devil, Esau, the so-called white man's going down. And so is his system, so is his kingdom. All right, America is going to get hit with nuclear missiles during the climax of World War III and the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. He also, when he returns, he's going to shoot lasers on this place with the so-called UFOs. And the land of Israel is going to get burned up as well in all these damn imposters. So at that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Arakakwadash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well, that great millstone. Until next time, Shalom.